best of the best, because we had a really great drama festival, performances wise, scripts, new topics, everything. Presentations were there where we wanted to be doing. We haven't reached our pinnacles yet. There's a lot more work to do. And so we going to on June the 8th when we launched the festival in the same room. And we are hoping that these incentives inspire you to even greater things this year. This year we intend to keep the tradition of youth staging in October, which comes after most activities and festivals. And we're launching even earlier this year, so we have a long gestation period. And there's lots of training through the National School of Drama and other engagement we will have from time to time, so that you'll be better equipped for this new year, more over last year. So, and also we intend to expand and regionalize the festival, and so it takes a lot of talent. We're going to call lots of you here to be part of that teaching process, and you're going to be taught. And so we're going to go out in outreach, and we can work very, very hard to make sure that 2013 Drama Festival continues the upward trend that has been going so far. I will let the prominent secretary, Mr. Alfred King, make his remarks. Sir, Mr. Alfred King.
Thank you, Mr.
Everything is cool.
And did it sell our faithful and good partner in this whole exercise, members of the drama fraternity, of course, you good people from the media. Let me, on behalf of the minister, wish you all well for 2013, and of course, give you his best wishes. An emergency popped up where he had to be engaged with the office of the president, hence his absence. But having said that, you will have heard from him already, at least on 2 occasions, about his review as it relates to the Drama Festival and where you think it should be going. You will have heard a comprehensive review as well from the director of the festival, as well as the digital representatives. The festival is here to stay. And as if to say that's not enough, you will have heard about the efforts, and you will have seen the advertisement placed in the newspapers, where the ministry is now going to institutionalize what is the whole art of drama. We're going to be opening shortly our drama school. We were spending some time now, in fact, it was part of our 5 years development plan. We were hoping that with the establishment of the drama school, we'll have more young people engaged in skills relating to staging performances, writing scripts, managing performances, and among other things. We'll also want to introduce there too the whole business of making drama business. Not too often we hear people talk about what is the business component of the arts, and very often it's difficult to sustain some of these performing arts if the business component of it is not taken care of. That is why too you'll find people like Digicel, among others, being soared with having to come on board to rescue some of these productions. In this case, it wasn't a rescue. It was Digicel recognizing the value of preserving this quality art form, where we allow people not only to go out there and express what is things Guyanese, things belonging to our culture, and having a good time at least showcasing the ability to write and script and manage those performances on stage. We would have also had an opportunity to expose a number of technical persons in the field of managing theatre production. You know, the backstage whole arrangement, the whole thing about developing and designing props, the whole thing about managing songs and lighting and all sorts of things. In the ministry, we're aware that we don't have the best facility when it comes to provide support to such a presentation at the National Cultural Center. Hence, you'll find during this year as well, we'll be working on modernizing what is the lighting system and the sound system as well. So by the end of the year, when this production is held again, the Rugby Festival that is, we'll have improved systems at the Cultural Center to accommodate and to further enhance productions that will be held there. But having said that, let me commend the working committee for a job I believe well done, and in fact, far exceeded most of our expectations in the ministry. I don't know that we were expecting over 45 plays entering the competition in the first case. While we expected it to grow based on what we experienced last year, I don't think we expected that number coming in. That aside, I think some 38 were able to be staged. That was a tremendous achievement, and again, we wish to commend that effort as well. But when it comes to people who were actually involved directly, we had more than 500 young persons or people in the arts having a chance to be on stage. That too is commendable. But what we want to see, maybe as we would have experienced this time around, we want to see people who might not be duplicating or coming in other plays. We may have to modify a little bit what is the rules of engagement for this competition, so that, for example, people who are inclined to take a good actor to spruce up a play, and then that same actor may be involved in 3 or 4 plays, might very well be doing an injustice to the competition itself. That and more we'll have to review and come up with maybe the best possible conditions before we refine what is the festival, so that we can have an even playing field and have people more comfortable in terms of how we judge the competition itself. We have talked about the shortlisting and all sorts of things. We believe that we were able to put the best team together, the panel of judges that is, to bring some amount of respectability to the objective nature of evaluating the presentations, coming up with the best pieces. Maybe we still have work to do, and we'll continue to work on that as well. But having said that, I think too that there might very well be need at this point in time for us to review what is the administrative weaknesses of managing this whole festival. It was massive in undertaking. And we want therefore to maybe put in place very early, a planning and working committee that would start working like from today to make sure that they do all the quality reviews and take care of all the maybe weaknesses observed in the last presentation. Maybe work to strengthen those and offer a festival that all of us can be proud of. We were indeed proud of the last production, but we want to be even better off come next time around. There were some gaps indeed. In fact, I should tell you that for the last 2 productions, if we were to continue the same trend, we'll see ourselves having to find serious resources to prop the budget at some point. I wouldn't want to tell you about what happened over the last 2 productions, but if I'm to use a prediction given the outcome of those 2, it might not be so nice. So let me tell you that we want to review that seriously so that we can manage effectively with the resources we have to put on this production. But having said that, again, let me commend the tremendous input and involvement of Digicel in once again coming on board. And you will have heard the pledges from Digicel. They're here to stay. They find this a meaningful way of giving back to the country and the community. They see drama as a way of life and being able to express yourself and things like that. And therefore, on behalf of the ministry, again, let me commend and sincerely all those who were involved. And we look forward to the staging of the next festival. Thank you very much.
Now, Ms. James, you might serve for some
Just speak to the mic.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and all in attendance. Thank you all for coming. I won't go to length and as to what Alfred said, but just to reiterate the point that Digicel is here to stay. We are dedicated to youth and talent and development of the country and the community at large. We are here to know we mentioned the drama school will be opening soon, and just to let the young people out there know that this drama school will provide a foreground for them in terms of engaging them. It's a breeding and nurturing ground for talent. It will be fun, of course, because if you're not having fun, it makes no sense. It's going to be something for engaging your talents, for excitement, and of course, drama and creativity. It will provide a ground for them in terms of their style, writing, and of course, with all of that, performance on a whole. And of course, with the National Drama Festival, I mean, after the school, of course, you must present your talent, what it is that you have learned, what is it that you have developed, what it is that you have built on, what you already have. The talent, the young people, exposure to the world of arts, of creativity, and of course, drama. It is valuable, and that's one thing that we all need to know. It is within all of us, whether we can sing, dance, act, draw, read, write, whatever it is. It's a skill, it's a talent that we are born with. And with the school providing the basis for us to, or for the youths to showcase what it is that we're gifted with, we need to appreciate that because it is valuable. And of course, we need to ensure that the youths know that this is there, that this school will be there for them, not just a building, not just a place to go hang, but there for them to, it's as a resource for them to create and develop and to build on what they have, because it is valuable. And of course, our youths are there for tomorrow, they're there for the future. And of course, notwithstanding all of that, remember that it is all Guyanese. And of course, Digicel will always be happy to be a part of Guyanese culture, Guyanese youths, Guyanese talents, Guyanese sports, arts, and creativity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. James. And now we move on to why we're all here, why we're all anxious, why people keep calling me in the middle of the night, throughout the entire Christmas, throughout the entire New Year. The presentation of these awards. I must say that I was heartened by your anxieties because somehow people tend to think, okay, it's the government, so it can't be true. We can't believe it's actually going to happen. Even last night I got an email saying, is this thing happening for real? It is happening for real. We have the checks all here, and I'm going to ask to present Mr. Gavin Hope, Ms. Shawnette Moore, Ms. James, and of course our PS, Mr. Alfred King. So sorting out the thing, because remember you have to sign also, like Mr. Krishna does come here. I believe she reported to the desk and have your signature there. Ms. Dowden, on behalf of Say It Again, would you please report to the young lady to sign, because unless the sign can allow you through the gate to check. Best Original Guyanese Play Junior category, Sonia Yard. Mr. Krishna, finish. Best Production Debutante category, Dominion House, representing Dominion House, Mr. Rodolph Pitchlow. Second runner-up, debutante category, and the writer also, Ms. Hardy Rambaros, from Puerto Rico. Give her a big hand. Second runner-up, debutante category. Our boy from South Granville, young Pastor Alistair Griffin. Now, Mr. Randolph Critchlow, best original Guyanese play debutante category, Let It Shine. Mr. Critchlow again. And now, my favorite prize, schools category. Best production, Tears in Gael, Ms. Shondell Phillips. And Shondell is going to be a major part of the drama school because they're the best theater art school in Ghana so far. Best production schools category. Second runner-up, first runner-up, sorry, Miss Chanel Roberts, Teacher Roberts. Are you here? School, this is also for the best original Guyanese play and second runner-up in the schools category, Mr. Nika Caldera, another theater arts teacher. And we're still with the writers. Best original Guyanese play, full length. Standing here for Miss Colin Jones Chin is her husband, Mr. Chin. Or daughter, sorry, a young actress from Virtue. Okay. And for best original, no, third runner-up, second runner-up, Miss Mosa Telford, Sawana. And now we come to the big categories. And thank you very much, Ms. Moore. Now we go to the head table. And now to present the major prizes. Ms. Jacqueline James, Head of Marketing, you decide. Simone, are you ready? Theatre Guild. Theatre Guild's Workshop Director, Ms. Simone Dowden, is going to connect on behalf of the second runner-up and first runner-up in the open category, short plays, that's Between the Covers and Saving Grace. And coming Virtue was second place, Miss first runner-up in the open category, Virtue, Miss Simone Dowden. Also to present the big prize, Best Production for 2012, 83 Million G's, Ms. Sharon Taylor. Thank you very much. And now our permanent secretary represent the last two. This is a special award because during the year we got a call, myself and Mr. Crichton, Mr. Pull Muhammad, Dr. Pull Muhammad, sorry, from the director of Maroon Doi, one of our members of our coordinating committee, about a a project that she won funding for to teach theater. And seeing we had the theater school when it plans in train, that we decided to go on board and give our best, and at least to test the kind of teaching we're going to have. As a matter of fact, the program we instituted for these plays that came out of the Maroon Live workshop is actually the first year for drama school. I did production, and that even went to the second year, and that's based on the modules from California State University of Fresno State. We presented this to the participants. So people were exposed to a very high level of training in theater during that workshop. And so we embraced that workshop. We worked very hard to make sure that those plays and that experiment worked. So we know for sure that when we open the school this year, that we do have the resources to teach the productions. We also are working on the computerizing of lots of stuff, e-books, giant e-libraries, so people go there and browse. We're looking at 5 to 10 megs of we become real speed, so you download quickly, and we work that way. So we're making a quantum jump into the 21st century as far as teaching is concerned, and we hope this becomes a model for teaching at other institutions around Guyana. And we're looking at teachers being in Berbice and what's that, being able to run their classes at the cultural center where the main classroom is going to be set up. So this great experiment produced 9 great good plays, and they won handsomely in the junior category. And to receive the cash awards on behalf of Maroon Live, we'd like to call Mr. Mark Lawrence. I know you're going to leave yourself for no receipt. I thank you very much.